So what we have in front of us then is the power rating for Ali. So we're going to kind of run this together. And this week and next week, there's going to be two characters because next week the new MLC. So we'll have the free and the chase. But we're going to do this with you. I know not everybody has the opportunity like we have had to be able to test Ali or test CM Punk. But you can look at things, some of you have them, and you can kind of say, like, here's where I see this going. For example, let's kind of start at the bottom. So the entourage ability, I think everybody can take a look at, because even if you don't have Ali, the new Ali, you can look at his entourage ability. It's 150% finish all the way against any type. So like you don't have to have, well, it only works on text. It only works on green. It only works, it works every color. So your options for that, 1 point would be outdated, not useful coach or trainer ability. You're probably not going to use it at all. I think we can very quickly say, no, that's not it. But is he, skipping over to 3? Is it a niche trainer ability? It's not used much, but it's valuable where it's needed. And then we got to look and say, okay, well, is it an essential trainer ability? It adds something that you don't want to go into battle without. So big love. So this is our new power rating system. We're going to do this for a few minutes on every Friday night stream with the new character or characters as an objective measurement to try and see, is this character good, but not just like, do I like them? But is this character like good for boss battle? So the power and the speed. That would be what's good at boss battle. Are they good for feud? Okay, well, you can take a look at that and see what that would be. So it gives you a way to kind of have an overall score. Oh, this character is a 20 out of 25, for example. They would be good, right? But it also gives you the ability to look at them and say, like Merrick's, you have a great example. You've said on your streams very recently, take, for example, someone like William Regal. William Regal is off the charts on the power scale, but his speed isn't very quick. And so if somebody says, is William Regal good? Well, yeah, absolutely he's good. But if you look at something like this and say, well, his power's super high, his speed is a little bit lower, his entourage ability, could take it or leave it, and he's really going to be good in boss battle and feud, but maybe not in this other mode. Now you've got a more nuanced picture than just any good? Oh, I don't know. I like him, etc. So, Rusty, bring me back, and then we'll start with Ali.
So the goal here is to have a score that we begin to publish for each new superstar that we review. We think this will be our unique contribution to Champions versus some of the other content creators that do just terrific previews, probably better than we've been able to do previews. But
absolutely,
what we're trying to do is offer something in addition to the preview where you can take it and say, man, I'm looking at the thumbnail already and I'm seeing that score. I want to watch this and find out why they got that grade. And then something that you as the community can help us develop on Friday nights, kind of be our thing, right? That we do and have fun with together. Yeah. As we look at Ali tonight, Lee, are we going to record it? Are we cutting a video or what?
We are.
How does this gonna?
We're live, pal. We're doing it now.
I mean, are we doing a separate standalone like power rating video for Ali?
For Ali, yeah, it's happening. I realized.
Oh, it's in progress.
It's in progress. I realized partway through your soliloquy that was so beautiful, and I was like, oh man, nice. This should be, it's always live on the Champs Twitch, but this would be so nice. So nice, to have. Perfect. So we missed that part, but they got the idea. Good. So let's talk about power. Power. We're going to come back to Entourage. I want to give you guys some chance to talk here real quick, but power, the only way to be truly objective on it is to say, where does the top end of the power scale begin? So first off, you can tell me I'm wrong, but I would say that S plus tier top end damage begins at 30 million. If a character hits 30 million, doesn't matter if it's move or if it's gym, although we will talk about longevity as a part of this, because obviously move damage is lower on the longevity than gym, but just the pure raw power, 30 million and above seems like it's the top end. Anybody disagree, feel free to put it into the chat. And so S plus tier is 100% or more of 30 million. So it's a very objective scale. S tier, or 4 points, is 80% or more of the current top end meta. A tier would be 60% or more, B tier 40% or more, and C tier would be less than 39% of that. So, what do you think on that, Rusty, in terms of where Ali fits? Uh-oh, I lost you on audio. Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear Rusty? We cannot hear Rusty. Hold on 1 second here. Okay. Rusty, can you hear me? So I opened my phone to get out the calculator, and for whatever reason, whenever I change my AirPods on or off, it seems to take away your audio. Give us Rusty or we riot. Okay. Check, check. Check, check. Rusty, what if I have you drop off and I send you another collab cam link? Here we go. All right, we're going to bring Rusty back in just a moment. Yeah, nice. Good luck. Rusty Griswold here. Ducky Schultz, you got both, Alpacno, however I say your name on there. You got both Ali and his moment. Give Rusty a voice. Hashtag. No Breaker Faith, we are trying to use the collab cam on this. It's a feature on Discord, or I'm sorry, on Streamlabs, and that allows Rusty to be on video as well, but it does sometimes do some things. And it is kind of finicky. So we could always put him back on Discord. This is torture. Sorry, Rusty. I'm sorry. I sent you a new Streamlabs link, Rusty. So if you could try to do the new collab cam Streamlabs link, that would be phenomenal. You got both Ali's Breaker Faith? That is awesome. Herschel Rostovsky from European Vacation. All right, here we go. All right, Rusty, you back?
I'm back.
Woo! Yay!
Oh, Lord. Man.
I can edit
guys.
this out of the stream. That's right. I can. I can at least edit it out of the video for this. All right, we are all good. So I'm going to take us back to the power rating. And then, Rusty, can you use your calculator feature so that I don't mess us up again? What is 80% of 30 million? 80% of 30 million.
So I would go 30 million
times 0.8.
Times 0.8. 24 million.
24 million.
This smooth brain Louisiana public school education is going to take a
So we can move through this a lot quicker, I promise here. So Ali, in your testing, did he hit 30 million or above? At 6-star silver, did he hit 30 million or above?
So I only had the bronze, I think.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Professor did, but yes, Alpacno, he did. He hit 30 million or above. Now
this is like the final that I did not study for. I look like deer in the headlights here. I'm like, Did he hit that?
Did did he hit
Did I
that?
even
Okay.
see him at 6-star silver? Yeah, so
Yeah,
sorry.
we did. Well, and if it's 6 bronze, you just times it by 2, and that's easy, right? So
Oh, okay. Okay.
speed then. So here's the way we hit speed for that. At least 2 of the following are true. MP charge is equal to or lesser than 6 MP. Moves recycle flawlessly, which they do, and animations are quick, resulting in a win under 45 seconds in feud. So, would you say to Bob, if you're in the chat, Merrick's, does he have 6 MP charge or less, and you think you could win in 45 seconds with feud?
So, okay, and let me answer this. A question from the chat is like, are you including tour perks, moments, gear, etc. in damage or no?
Yeah,
Specifically, I was going to say specifically as we talk about Ali, did we have all of that live when we were testing or not?
we had most of it, but that's the readiness part. So, like, for example, we could say, yeah, he absolutely hits over 30 million, but he probably needs gear, maybe moment, etc., to hit that hard. So his power rating is high, but his readiness is probably pretty low. So
Right.
that way somebody
Okay.
can look at this and go, yeah, he's a top end power guy, but if I'm free to play and I got him, I probably don't have the things to get him there as quickly.
Okay. No, that's great.
Yeah,
So glad we can answer the hard questions.
that's right.
This gotcha journalist in the chat from Merrick's Gaming.
Right. Well, 2Bob says he's a 6 MP character. He thinks he would win in 45 seconds. By the way, 2Bob knows feud. So 2Bob knows feuds. Yeah.
He was actually number one in the Flash feud.
That's right.
So
Yep,
gentle
sub
reminder.
45 as long as he doesn't cascade. I would agree to that. Yes, post 99 MP would be best. We can always come back to these and say, would he be post 99? But assumably, like I built my preview around the idea that you were still going to need Woods, one of the Woods for Entourage and stuff like that to get him loaded turn 1. So yeah, Cascade King Merrick's. All right, so readiness. Here's the big one, right, for Ali. How much does he need to hit what he hits? I would say he needs no special plates that I could think of, but to hit 30 plus million and be 45 seconds or less, I think he's probably going to need a moment and maybe the gear, right? So I think he at least needs 2 special things to really define his power and his speed. Would anybody disagree?
The gear was finisher, right? Like 250% finisher damage. Is that
Yeah.
what the gear was? Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Another way to ask the question of readiness that we found ourselves kicking around is, does this work right out of the box? Right? Or do I have to add accessories? Or is it just, some superstars feel like batteries not included, right? Remember you get that toy on Christmas, you're like, this thing doesn't work. This stinks. What was everybody else? What was all the hype about? You're like, oh, I don't have that trainer. I don't have that.
Right.
I don't have that super rare dual MP Braun Breaker trainer, so I can't do that. Or I don't have 17K Santa, so I can't do that.
Yep, I agree. So I think he need Cascade Chance, Merrick's proof. We're gonna have to put that into the discussion section.
Cascadable, prone to cascade, new category.
That's right, Baby Ice. Showboat KO was batteries supplied. So would we say that does Ali need 3 special things or 2 special things to really hit? Yeah. Do we think he needs at least gear moment, give or take?
I mean, I would say one or the other. Both feel like Godzilla mode to me. But I'm the again.
Yeah.
Ask the guys that are, doing the big stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
But this is a great example of my bias because I just got the moment and I'm hoping will confirm that that's all you need.
Right.
So already my bias is exposed. Um,
And that's what's helpful about objective and subjective tools, because both have their place, but one
right.
of them is more helpful to say, this is
I
what
don't
gets
have
the
the gear.
job done, but the other is this is how it makes me feel, about how it
Yeah, I
gets
don't
the
have the
job done.
gear. So I'm
Right.
hoping he's not a two super special things needed to
Right.
be as good as I think he is.
I don't have the gear either. So I mean that's definitely there. But I think I agree with Two Bob. He probably needs average of two special things, that we could go with from there. So then versatility. This is kind of a category we wrestled between BDC, Two Bob, Rusty, and I about what does this mean? Because if we had if we had our bigger expanded version, we could create a category for boss battle, we could create a category for feud, we could category
Right.
for showdown, but then each one of those would need to take account for power and speed and blah blah blah. And so we
Yeah.
just kind of compiled that into versatility. So
For
an
for
S,
simplicity's sake, for simplicity, so that you're
yeah,
not looking at 14 spreadsheets, guys. That's why.
right, right. Yeah, because otherwise it's like, I mean, like I say, this is 5 things, 5 ways. So you have 25 data points. That's that feels like it's expansive enough, but it's also not so much that people are like, oh my gosh, what the heck is this? So for versatility, character is competitively usable in feud, boss, and showdown. Character has special gem types that help them in boss and extreme rules. So that would be a 5. A 4 would be characters competitively usable in at least 2. So it could be feud or boss or showdown, but it needs to be very competitively usable in those. And they have gems or type that should help them in extreme rules. And then down from there, it's basically character specializes in one thing. Like they're great for feud, but they're not going to be good for boss or showdown or something along those lines. So taking a look at Ali, Merrick's, Tubob, the others in the chat that have got him, that have played with him a little bit, would you say that he will be competitively usable in all 3 major modes, in 2 of the 3, or just in one of those? Yep, Alpacno, he has gems, he's got traps, he's got purple, he's got black. So I think he's going to be really good in boss battle. Not necessarily this specific one, but yes, definitely. What about feud? We said we think he could feud in 45 seconds or less, right?
Right. And
So,
the feud rating will probably be determined by speed or some combo of speed and power. Right.
right. Yeah, and we've got that on the bottom. That little green box is that's the discussion around feud. Is speed plus power is going to equal a good feud rating.
Yeah.
He lacks any gem damage, so I don't see him being good at boss battle personally, other than as a shield breaker. I think that's important. I think that's an
Interesting.
important mark.
Well, and my only response to that would be, yeah, but boss battle provides the multiplier. So if he does one thing really well, I would think he would yield a lot higher gem damage
Yep.
potential for boss battle, right? The
Yep.
way he makes so many leech gems or so many silence gems. Um, I'm just curious what you think about that as far as the multiplier.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to be good for boss battle. I mean, he's got silence gem and gem breaking, but you're right. I mean, I think Merrick's is right. He's probably not going to be the top one that you think of as like, there's always that character every few or every boss battle where the faction is going like, hey, who has how many of this guy do we have? I don't know if that's going to be there. So I think this is a good impasse question, Rusty, because speed and power are very objective. Readiness is very objective. The bottom 2 are much more subjective. So
Mm.
if you
Hmm.
were seeing this, if you weren't one of the ones doing this and you saw the end result, would you hope that the people doing this, which is us and the chat right now, would you hope that character was given a little more grace and we kind of hope that they're better than they are? Or would you hope that we were a little more cold and calculating so that when you get
Yeah.
yours, you'd be
Yep.
surprised and like, oh, they were actually better than they said?
No, cold and calculating because I don't want to be disappointed by thinking or feeling that it's going to be great and then disappointed. So, so yeah, being too soft on these ratings will really lead to community pushback and discouragement. It will lead to them thinking that we're trying to pad the stats somehow to
Right.
make maybe Team Scopely look better,
Yeah.
right? Or to make a specific superstar look better.
Right.
We're out just to help the community. Pure and
Agreed.
simple, logic, cut and dry. If you don't like it, we probably don't like it either. We wish our Showboat KO hit even harder, right? So like we want the same things. We are in the community, right?
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah. So two Bob and Merrick's are being super helpful in the chat. Others, please feel free to chime in. The current thinking is feud monster, okay at boss battle, and for showdown. That's kind of so. So would that put him at a 4 or maybe even a 3?
And let me fill in one thought as far as like healing leech gems. So
Right.
like Acrodom, Kaiser Ludwig Kaiser, or Goat Ali, Nikita. I think those people that are more resilient and have healing ability through leech or heal, like I think they get a little extra pepper when it comes to showdown or
A
blitz because they
spicy
are
pepper.
durable. Yeah, they're durable. They can do more matches in a row, maybe
Right.
feud as well, right? If you need to blow through a line and feud, I love personally that's my favorite ability a superstar can have, and I love that it's usually tricksters that have that ability.
Yeah. Well, Merrick's and Two Bob are saying they think maybe a 3. 4 might be a little bit much if he's not competitive in killing a boss. So yeah, I mean, I think for right now we kind of look at this, and these are live. I mean, it's going to be hard to go back same ones every single week, but
Right.
we can always go back to these and say, you know what? We got it wrong. We used, Ali was in a boss battle situation, and my goodness, he was the absolute goat, haha, for that one. So I would say 4 would be
Yeah.
my leaning, but it seems like 3 is actually the chat's leaning. And again, Two Bob, Merrick's, and some of the Alpacno, some of these guys and gals are really, really on point with what they do. So
I
agree,
think we're okay
disagree,
to
Rusty?
and I think it's better to err on the side of low and let time reveal it to be higher than overrating a superstar. We don't want to see overrated. We don't want to see inflated numbers.
Right.
Um,
Agree. Agree. No, we're not Incredible Chunks. We're not basing on this weekend's boss battle because then he would be, not,
right.
whatever. This is just in the scope of boss battle, and this is why, like I say, the top 3 ratings are more objective leaning. The bottom 2 get to be more subjective leaning. So I agree. I'd rather be more cautionary and say, man, this character is a 3, and then everybody go, my goodness, you got it wrong, he's a 5,
Yeah.
than
Right.
us say he's a 5, and everybody go, ugh, how dare you? You just, like you said, like you were Scopely marks on this, or whatever you want to
And let a new
say.
moment come out and improve him.
Right.
Terrific.
Yeah.
There's room for improvement. Then him being outdated. Hey, I spent a lot of money for that, and now it's
Right.
outdated and it sucks. Like we don't want to see that either.
Yep. Actually, I'm not going to
Let
have
me
room
just
for
say, I'm really glad we're not using half points here, or like
that.
let's put it in between. Like let's never do that.
Right.
So
No, we're
confusing.
good. We got to land one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So we're at a 5, a 5, a 4, and a 3. So now we come down to entourage ability. So 150% for all finisher types, regardless of color, type, etc. I think that is a very powerful and at least widely used. So I'm going to say my gut is at least a 4, but is that a 5? I mean, is that a 4
On
or a
entourage,
5? Yeah.
entourage ability.
Because the difference,
Um,
5, listen to the wording,
as
essential
a,
training ability, something you don't want to go into battle without, or a 4, widely used, helps the character reach their full potential. So again, we're talking about
um,
embarrassment of riches either way.
so this, and just for the community's memory, Ali is a 34K trainer.
Right.
Um, any color finishers do 150% more damage. Does not
Yes.
include submission moves, but any color finisher, and he is a trainer. So
Right.
you'll be giving up potentially MP.
Right.
Um, you'll be giving up an MP slot.
Right.
So it better be better than an MP trainer to say it's essential. I would think potentially only the 2 or higher MP trainers could be in that 5 category. My opinion is like
Okay.
they better like a Big Papa Pump, right? 2 MP and what is it, 100% green gem damage? So it's like that's essential. That's incredible. Or like Showboat Bailey, right? 2 MP and 100%, green gem or green
Right.
move damage. 100%, like that's incredible, right?
Right.
So
Well, again, this is the chat. This is the community. This is the aspect of this I love is that this isn't just us going, we decided this, guys. This is
maybe that
us
was me
as a
politicking.
champions community.
I
Right.
was politicking a little bit, saying no. It's
Yeah.
better. It better be 2 MP at least to get in that
Right.
5th category.
Right. So the question for him again is he a trainer that may not be used much but's very valuable when needed, or widely used helps the character reach their full potential? So my favorite character in the game continues to be Hall of Fame Jim Neidhart, and I do use the 150% finisher damage as a big buff to him. But again, I've got that. The difference is Ali adds it to
Right.
everybody. So the benefit Ali has is if you're missing one of the 150 guys, right? So if you've got Gable, if you've got, whoever, you don't need Ali. But if you're missing one of them, he fills that gap amazingly.
So let me just say for a redaction, someone in the chat corrected me. Big Papa Pump's only 50% green gem damage. Thank you for that correction. I got the numbers and the trainer abilities mixed up.
Right. So final verdict from the chat. To Bob Merricks, we very much value your opinions on this. Iron Sheik, if you're still in here, we'd love to hear it. Is this a 3 or is this a 4? Is this something that is, widely used, or is this something that is a niche?
So like Al Pacino said 4.
Al Pacino.
Am I reading that right? ALPCNO. It's just missing the vowels.
Right.
Al Pacino. I mean, I would think it's Al Pacino.
Al Pacino.
You're talking to me?
And yes, incredible chunks. The double finisher damage would be huge, but that's assuming it's in the plus 99, and we need to consider these after the plus 99 wears off. So I think that.
So 3, like Tupop saying, like, right, the masses will argue for a 4, but after rereading the breakdown of it, I think it's more of a niche, right? Not everyone will use this, and it's not as widely used as most others. A lot of times the finisher takes away from the quick recycle, like the
Right.
kind of the looping of moves together.
So we gotta make a call, and the precedent we set was, if in doubt, go lower. Is that what we do here?
I mean, look at how the chart's worded, though, Lee. It says, but very valuable when needed. Like,
right.
To me, that's where that ability would fall.
All right.
Is I want my 6 MP.
Right.
If you're going to bump somebody out of 6 MP, you better do something astronomically good.
Right.
I don't know that I have a finisher on all of my move sets. So
Fireball Kid says poll it. So I'm a Twitch noob still. I don't know how to put up an official poll, so we're just going to do it this way: 3s or 4s in the chat. 3 in the chat.
That is it. That
for
is it.
very valuable, or 4 in the chat for widely used.
We need to learn, and we can learn how to do the poll. Um, yeah, we're both kind of, oh, look, all the threes, three, three, three,
Yep.
three, 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 three.
Threes in the chat. Rusty's 3. I don't
I
have
typed a three.
Twitch app as a 3.
So one, two,
Negative
three,
2 for
four.
Will Breaker. That one shoots off the map.
Or like
3
when you
3.
do
All right.
polls, like if we type the zeros in the chat,
The
how many of your
zeros in the
superstars are gonna
chat.
get?
All right, so threes
Uh,
are winning, it seems like. So based off where we're at, he's a 5 in power. And again, we're going to talk about the fact that he's move damage, because this last box is discussion about longevity. He's a 5 in
right.
power. He's a 5 in speed. He's a 4 in readiness, because you might need some tricks with him. He's a 3 in versatility, because we think he's going to be a feud monster. We're questioning his boss overall power, and then showdown is going to be a little iffy. So 3 to be safe, and then entourage ability is a 3. So that's 20 out of 25. Now that is still
That's
awesome,
really good.
right?
That's really
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
okay,
that means
apparently
it's
if you put
somebody you're
20
going
out
to
of
want to
25,
take
it reduces it
6
for you.
silver,
Right.
right? But that's somebody you're going to take to 6 silver, I would think, on this
Yeah.
scale.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that is, I want to bring this up. There we go. All right. Okay,
Uh,
so now the last piece about this is the discussion about longevity. So he has insane power, but it's move damage based. Unlike, say, some of the more recent characters like Stone Cold Steve Austin, who right
right.
now I'm using a move damage because it's just flat insane. When the 99 MP wears out, when 6-star gold comes around, I'm switching him to triple red because his gem damage is also insane. So
Hey,
go ahead.
are you able to just copy or like select all text in the yellow boxes and click it black easily?
Oh,
Some
sure.
somebody in the chat was just saying it's really hard to see the contrast of the
Sure.
white lettering on the yellow.
Yeah,
I wonder
I
if
love
that'll
that.
give it.
Yep.
We're listening to you, Twitch Lobster. Appreciate that feedback. We definitely want you to be able to see it and read it.
Yeah. No, I love that. I love that. Okay. See, you guys are improving this already. I think probably this one needs to be white,
Ooh,
though.
there it is. That just happened. Boom. Oh yeah, on the blue box it can be white. So you're always looking, dark to light.
Right.
So 6 gold. So Soko Football 67 says 6 gold is going to be move based. We don't know.
We don't know.
And you didn't put a question mark. So I'm going to assume that's a question. It could be. It could certainly be. That might bring some balance to the game. And we're seeing some superstars like Goat Ali is a move damage superstar. Rockin' Roman was a move damage superstar. Maybe that's a hint, but it's just guesswork. We don't know. They're not saying, they're not releasing that info. It would probably be, I would even think, too early maybe to know. We don't know if they've even decided that yet, on the developmental arm of the game. Nor do we know when 6-star gold is coming. So for now, we have to just use the info that we have. And but as far as the longevity, right? That's always where we can make a note. Like if the meta shifts back towards move damage, Ali will be poised to get even better at 6-star gold, right? Would you agree with that, chat? Or would that be something that you would say, like, yeah, if the meta were to shift towards move damage, he's a high move damage, he's already doing like 2 million damage with some of his moves, he'd be astronomically better, if not one of the best, maybe even bypassing like a Hall of Fame Brutus if the meta really made that shift. But for now, all we can do is speculate, right? Or question what it could look like.
Yep. I agree. I
I bought you
agree.
some time there while you did your font edits.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So this is kind of the discussion piece for him. I think that it depends on 6-star gold meta, but move damage tends not to scale as well as gem damage. That is an overarching statement, but that's kind of where it is. And then the discussion piece for feud viability, speed plus power, he is S plus tier in both. So when we said he's going to be a feud monster, like, yeah, that lines up. That's there, so. Right? Boss battle viability, versatility plus speed. So he's a 5 in speed, but we have a question mark, currently a 3 in boss battle viability. So, if that's a 8 out of 10, that's still not bad, right? Like if people are going, oh my gosh, you only ranked him a 3 in boss battle, he's gonna rock it. Well, if you do a 5 plus a 3 and it's 8 out of 10, are you gonna be upset at us saying he's 8 out of 10 in boss battle, guys? Like that seems right.
And for reference, Rock and Roman's probably my best powerhouse, but like he would probably get a lower score than that in boss battle. Like and boss battle is my favorite format, but Rock and Roman's still my best powerhouse, right?
He does a lot of crossbreak gems.
True. So it would really have to depend on the multiplier, on what's being multiplied. Right. And that's so unpredictable that I think it's unfair to let boss battle be the lone category that we evaluate things through, because it's ever changing.
I agree. So this one took a little bit longer than probably future ones will, because we're debuting it. Yeah, exactly. We're working through the whole system. So this, maybe 20 to 30 minutes out of our average Friday stream is going to be this. And so we encourage you guys to come back and be a part of this, because again, we could just sit in a room and decide this and say, look, we threw this chart out. Hope you guys like it. Mm-hmm. We want your input. We want you to see how this got here. And then, yes, so Rusty and I don't have, Champions Chat doesn't have our own Discord server. So I'm going to turn this into an image and I'm going to send it out to whatever servers want it. So you can see it.
We should have one? I'm just curious in the chat if we and I can make a Discord server, but I'm curious, like, would you want to be part of it? Those of you, we've got about 60 that come regularly on Friday nights. I want to say it's like the same 60 or so people. Would you want us to have a good
mix? Yeah.
True. But so, and here's the reason, because we're in Merrick's Discord. Like we're in
Professors. We're in Goldies. We're in Iron Cheek 84's.
We're in Iron Cheek 84's Discord. And I go on Iron Cheeks and I'm like, how do I cheese this level? Like, how do I win?
Right.
That's where I go to ask, and then I go back to our Discord, look like Mr. Smarty Pants, right? No, I'd always credit him. I would say, no, I went over to Sheik and I figured out how to beat this tour.
Right.
Willbreaker saying make the Discord. Yeah.
Well, we might have to, but
thanks.
for now,
Twitch.
yeah, you're
Appreciate
good with Goldie Gaming. We're good with her too. She's awesome.
You go ahead and just stay there. Don't come to our Discord. That'd be great.
Yeah. So, wow. Rusty getting salty. No, I'm just kidding.
Just getting back what I'm giving, right?
Wow, I love it. So we will get this out. Plus, we're going to post this video, so you will be able to see, faithful people who've been here, what this is and how we got here. And ultimately, you're going to see a thumbnail that shows this character, Ali, and he is a 20 out of 25. And again, if you're looking at a character and going, okay, 20 out of 25, am I upset about that? Like, am I upset? Rusty, I spent a bit of money, more than I planned to get Ali, and I did get his moment. Like, that was part of why I spent. Am I upset that I spent that much money to get a 20 out of 25? Like, does he have to be a 25 out of 25 for me to enjoy life? No. 20 out of 25 is phenomenal. 8 out of 10 in boss battle is great, right?
Yeah, it's a great score.
Yeah.
I would think. I would. Yeah, gosh. Okay, so if you spent to get Ali this week, which I did, but what did I get out of it? But what did I get? first of all, I got Striker Ali, which I did not have, for 10K medallions. Then I ended up getting Trickster Ali out of the solo contest.
Yep.
And I got the moment, right? And that moment made my Bob Orton, my Immortal Hulk, my Striker Andre. It just made so many of my superstars that are already at 6-star better. So am I mad? Am I mad about the financial and whatever cost of the game, of the entertainment costs that I spent? No. Like, I feel like this was one of the best midweek events, certainly out of February, March. It was the best, most engaging, most fun. It was really good. Now, am I wanting you to spend? I'm not. I'm not encouraging anyone else out there to spend. But I'm saying I spent about the max that I will for an event, but I also feel like I got the maximum fun out of it. I feel like I really had a blast this week, and I'm not doing any pulls tonight. I'm not chasing CM Punk, and I'm okay with that. I'm going to enjoy WrestleMania weekend. I'm not going after him. I'm done for the week, and I'm going to enjoy WrestleMania, and I'm not going to get FOMO, and I'm going to enjoy Ali, and I'm going to work him up. So I don't know.
Well, let's end this video, not this Twitch stream, but just this YouTube video with that thought. Don't feel like just because somebody else spends money and got something great, or just because we said this is a 20 out of 25 and you're going, oh my gosh, what if he was a 25 out of 25? Do you have to break the bank to have them? No. Don't spend money you don't have. Don't go into debt over a game. Be wise. Love one another. And we're going to do some more of this power rating in just a moment. Bye.